Hey, Shalom Markins, Rakam Akapash from GMS London, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chachwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole product, pushing truth and all sincerity. Okay, back with another video. We just had a Halloween pass. This wicked ass custom and festival that Esau, promotes throughout the earth, right? But the Lord has been bringing judgment, man, against people, man. And especially around this time, okay, we had a few incidences that I just wanted to touch on and bring out scriptures, man, because Halloween isn't something that we as Israelites are meant to participate in. In fact, ain't nobody meant to participate in shit like that, man. I know Esau promotes it as harmless fun, trick-or-treating and candy and, scary movies and whatever. But there's a dark underside, a reason why Esau has this as a holiday in this world, man. Right? Because it's all based on wickedness, man, and the occult and, just evil, right? So Esau got that in the world to harness energies and whatever, man. Do his sacrifices and all of that, right? And you're playing a part in all of that. Okay, you're not meant to be participating in that type of stuff, right? So anyway, let's get a couple of these articles here, right? And grab some scriptures, right? Just to see, some of the judgment that's been going on or has happened right recently, right? To see the data, this is from USA Today. Halloween is the deadliest day of the year for child pedestrians, right? You adults out here, you parents, right? You think it's okay to associate your child with, elements of death and witchcraft and stuff like that, right? So you think it's cute to dress them up in all these fucking outfits and whatever, right? Not knowing that you're bringing demons and devils, right, and judgment upon your very own children, man. Going dressed up as skeletons and all that kind of shit, man. Yeah, well, a lot of them turn into skeletons shortly afterwards, right? Because as he's going to go on to say, man, a lot of children, because they're out there doing this foolishness, right, are getting knocked down and killed on these days, man. Right, so anyway, it says more child pedestrians have been killed by cars on Halloween than on any other day. Right? Halloween is one of the most dangerous days of the year for kids walking around outside. Cars and other motor vehicles pose a particular hazard. From 2011 to 2020, yeah. More child pedestrians were killed in motor vehicle crashes than happened on Halloween than on any other day. All right. So a lot of kids get put to death, man, because you think it's okay, you think it's safe to go out there and celebrate this madness. Okay, but there's spirits out here, man. Okay, demonic spirits and shit be going on. Okay, and your children be being put to death. It should say well, these parents probably know now. Like, yeah, fuck Halloween. It shouldn't have been out there. Right, them parents probably already know. But these thousands and millions of parents that still go out there and take their kids trick-or-treating, man. Hey, you're putting your children at risk, man. Okay, you ain't meant to be out there. Okay, participating in this wickedness, man. Okay, because all it is you're getting involved with the worshipping of idols, man. Of dark arts and all of that stuff, man. Right, demonic entities. Right? And never to be, man. Yeah, man, it's going to bring problems, it's going to bring issues, man. And the Lord going to send someone to judge you. All right? So yeah, so that's a statistic right there, right? Around Halloween. But just recently, this Halloween, right? You saw on the news what went down in South Korea, man. It's like, what the hell is Halloween doing out there all the way out there in South Korea, man. Okay, Halloween is typically an American thing, right? Of course it would be, right? The land of idols, right? That's what America is, the land of idols. Babylon. But yeah, so you got South Korea, you know, out there taking part, participating in Halloween, and look what happened. You know, it says South Korea in shock, grief as more than 150 die in Halloween crowd surge. Well, guess what? If there weren't no Halloween, these men wouldn't have got crushed up. You know, wouldn't have got crushed up. But you know, hey, you want to participate? Then fine, at your own risk. It's safer indoors. Right? It says quotation underneath it says, I still can't believe what has happened. Well, we can believe it. It makes total sense. It's lucky more people didn't die. Feel fortunate for that. Because in the end, the Most High is going to judge all these individuals that, you know, participate in this wickedness, man. You know? It is not something that the Most High is pleased with, man. So of course judgment's gonna come, and when judgment does come, when you know these events, you know these incidences or these accidents happen, man, you can't be surprised. My man's bowing down now to his dead family or whatever. You know, the truth is they shouldn't have been out there. They shouldn't have been participating. Right, it's the Seoul, South Korea. Concerned relatives raced to hospitals in search of their loved ones Sunday as South Korea mourned the death of more than 150 people, mostly in their 20s and 30s, who got trapped and crushed after a huge Halloween party crowd surged into a narrow alley in a nightlife district in Seoul. Right, it says witnesses said the crowd surge in the Itaewon area on Saturday night caused a hell-like chaos. Hell-like chaos as people fell on each other like dominoes. All right, some people were bleeding from their noses and mouths while being given CPR. Witnesses said, and others clad in Halloween costumes continued to sing and dance nearby, possibly without knowing the severity of the situation. You know. It turned into pure chaos, man. Like the guy said, hell-like, you know, with demons and dancing around. And that kind of reminds me of that whole Travis Scott what do you call that, man? You know, show, right? I forgot what they're called. That they went to, man. And people were getting crushed there, right? While everyone's dancing around and, you know, demonic like vibrations on them, you know, these were just sacrifices on you know, All Hallows Eve or Halloween, whatever, right? That took place, man, and yeah, like I said, the Most High took these people out, you know. Like I said, shouldn't have been there. You know, we should have no dealings with devils, man. Okay. So I still can't believe what has happened. It was like a hell, said Kim Mi-sung, an official, a non-profit organization that promotes tourism in Itaewon. Oh yeah, you women, right? So Kim said she performed CPR on 10 people who were unconscious and 9 of them were declared dead on the spot. Kim said the 10 were mostly women wearing witch outfits and other Halloween costumes. Yeah. You careless women that are at ease, man. Okay, you think this is all just fun and games, man? Well, it got serious very quickly, right? And we out here telling our people, man, that look, we don't want no part in this, man. We shouldn't be wanting no part in this. This ain't nothing but, you know, some evil, wicked activities. And yeah, you know, you carry on with your bullshit, the Lord's gonna take you out. All right. So out of 153 reported at the death toll, right, 97 of them were women. So that's the majority of them, right? And 56 were men. More than 80% of the dead are in the 20s and the 30s, but at least 4 were teenagers. All right. So at least 20 of the dead are foreigners from China, Russia, Iran, and elsewhere. There is one American among the dead, the Interior Ministry said in the release. All right, so that's that on that point on that article anyway. But something slightly separate, but still around the time. Yeah, the Most High send floods and landslides on the Philippines, you know, causing probably more than 100 dead now in the Philippines, man. So, you know, it's been a time of judgment still. All right. And so every time the Lord's behind it, man. And you know these judgments, they go out to the wicked, man. You know, for them to be destroyed. All right, but you know, enough of that. Let's grab the scriptures, man. All right, so I'm gonna start here in Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. So thus saith the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right? Us as Israelites are not meant to, you know, follow the ways of these other nations, man, and what they do. We're not meant to be doing what they're doing. Okay, we meant to have no part in that. Right? All these holidays that they put up there for us to get involved in, you know, to promote, and you know, that's not good for us, man. Okay, that ain't good for us, man. The Lord gave us a way to live. Okay, the Most High gave us a way to live, man. And it don't include worshipping and participating in wicked ass events. You know, getting involved in dressing up like a demon and all this shit, doing seances and shit. That ain't for us, man. Okay, that's all witchcraft right there. Okay, we're meant to stay away from these types of things, man. You know that shit be going on, man. Just stay in your house. Don't open your door to these motherfucking trick-or-treaters and shit, man. You know, just stay in your house. Right? Ain't nothing good come of participating in any of that, man. And that's not to say that, you know, you might die that night, but the Most High will get rid of you at some point if that's what you're on. Okay, the Lord don't delight in idol worshippers and those that associate themselves with wickedness. All right, so let the heathen do what the heathen do, you know, which is madness, and you know, the Lord judge them. You know, it's 1 John chapter 2 verse 16 says, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh." Actually, yeah, let me jump up. Verse 15 it says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world." Right, because this world has been given into the hand of the wicked, and everything that the wicked have given us to you know, to celebrate and to participate in, like it is, it's wicked. Like they are, it's wicked, man. And we're not meant to be getting involved in that, man. Whether it be Christmas, whether it be Easter, whether it be Halloween, any of these things, man. We're not meant to be getting involved in that, man. Because that doesn't do any good to our people. Because the Most High is getting pissed with us, man. The more we go into, you know, delve into these things, the more the Lord's gonna jack us up. You know. So love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, right? Because like I said, you know, this all gets shrugged off as, oh, a bit of fun. You know, it's just a bit of fun. Oh, let's dress the kids up. Let's you know, let's put lacerations on our necks and shit. Pretend that we're, you know, we're zombies or dead and all this madness. Let's dress up as a witch, a devil, because it's fun. In what world, man? Like, how is emulating the dead or emulating evil on the earth fun? Like, you have no fear, man. You have no regard of your actions, man. You don't understand what it is that you're doing, man. You've lost your damn fucking minds. Okay, you're inviting shit into your families that, like, you wouldn't normally do. Like, you know, you wouldn't do it. So why for one night in the year is it okay all of a sudden to do that? You know, like I say, Esau promotes it and man can eat candy or whatever. Like, why is it not? Why is it acceptable? You know. Anyway, right? This is So for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away in the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever, right? There ain't gonna be no fucking Halloween in the kingdom, man. Damn sure, right? Ain't gonna be no Halloween, right? So, you're gonna have to find some other thing to have to do, right? And enjoy it, because that is not permissible. Right? That is going off. And as I said, as Israelites, we've got plenty of events to party and throw down, you know what I'm saying, and get down. But yeah, Halloween ain't gonna be one of them, man. Right? That's just the wrong everything, wrong energy, wrong vibration to be pushing out there, man. And like I said, you push it onto your kids, and look, a lot of your kids end up, getting killed on Halloween in car accidents. You know. It's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 22 says, abstain from all appearance of evil. Right? You can, the whole point of Halloween is always it's the evils, the demons and the witches and the zombies. They all associated with evil, man. Things that should not be, right? And yet, you're happy to play along with it, and promote that. But we're told to abstain from all appearance of evil, Okay, scriptures of witches are meant to be put to death. So why would you want to be, why would you dress up as a witch? It's Romans chapter 1. I'll get from verse 28 here. It says, and even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, right? Essentially, what it is that you're doing these things, man, because you ain't right? And the Lord is allowing you to do these things without no correction. Okay, even though you've heard correction, okay, from beginning of our elders and apostles, right? You've heard correction of what you should and should not be doing as Israelites, but you don't take no heed. So the Lord left you out there to hang to dry, right? To be judged and to be destroyed, right? This is so he was given a reprobate mind, right? To do those things which are not convenient. Okay, that what you're doing ain't convenient, man. It's gonna end in destruction, right? Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding. You don't really understand, the repercussions, man, right? It's covenant breakers, without natural affection, impassible, unmerciful, who, knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them, right? So you encourage others to do this wickedness that the Most High is not with. The Most High has a problem with it, right? So why would you participate, and why would you encourage others to participate, knowing that the Lord could very well kill you for it? And that's because the fear of the Most High has been taken away from this world, man. Esau's done his damn near best to take away the fear of the Lord. He got you focusing on love, which is not a good deterrent, by the way. Love is not a good deterrent, right, from doing things, right? So you feel like you can just do anything you want to do, and the Lord is all right with it because he's a soft touch, when he ain't. Okay, the Lord never been a soft touch. All right, but Esau, he's done away with this fear of the Lord. Okay, he's made people carnal, like super carnal, more carnal than people have ever been. And to ignore, the things that are written. Do as thou wilt, Spirit. Oh, if you want to do it, do it. If it's fun, you find it fun, do it. You know, there's no restraint in doing what's right, or from doing what's wrong, should I say? And there's no restraint. Okay, you think it's cool, you know? It's Isaiah 19, verse 3. Yeah, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to the wizards, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Right? Because all these things are real. They you know, people are out here acting like, oh, it's just, it's just fun. It's not real, you know. But there are wizards, there are charmers, there are these types of people that exist that do witchcraft and all this kind of stuff. The fact that you're out here participating in these wicked ass days is because of witchcraft. You know, it getting pushed upon you, man, and your mind being altered and convinced that I need to, I should participate in that. I shouldn't deprive my children of the fun that they're gonna have, right? All right, get hit in the car with a car and shit. Like your witchcraft is being worked on everybody all the time, right? You don't understand that. It's not something. It's just in a movie. These things are written about in history, right? These things existed, and they still exist today. It's just not an open thing. It's behind closed doors thing. You know, you got these elites doing their witchcraft, right? The seances and conjurings and all that shit, sacrifices and all of that, right? Anyway, this is and the Egyptians will I give Salakia. Read verse 3 again. I missed the point I was going to make on that. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, right? So the Lord is going to destroy these counsels, right? So, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards, right? So we know the Most High ain't down with no wizard and some, people that do necromancy and all this type of shit. We know the Lord's not down with all of that. That's all left-handed shit that these people will be doing. All right? And they're going to destroy them, man. All right, so that was the point I was just making on that. Let's see what else I got left here. It's Psalms 106 and 34. So they did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them. Okay, this is when Israel going into the land of Canaan at the time, right? We had to take out these nations, right? But we didn't do the job properly. All right. So yeah, they did not destroy the nations concerning the Lord, whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. Okay, we weren't meant to learn their works. Going back to Jeremiah 10 and 2, don't learn the way of the heathen, right? We're not meant to learn what they do. We're not meant to learn or do what Esau does or what Esau pushes. He's a damn fucking heathen, the worst of them, right? And he got us doing all kinds of madness right now, right? None of it beneficial to us, man. Okay, it's all leading us onto a path of destruction. All right. So then, and they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Okay, all these things, these events, they're a snare unto us, man. All this idol worship is a snare unto us. Okay, it's not doing our people any favors, man. Right? So yea, they sacrifice their sons and daughters unto devils, right? Unto these false gods, unto these idols, right? Lies, right? Because they're not gods, they're false gods, idols, right? It says he sacrificed their sons and their daughters, and this is what we did, right? We got involved with their idols, and we ended up doing some crazy shit, some wicked ass shit that we should never have been a part of in the first place. Okay, but we got involved, right? And the same like how you take your children out there and then getting hit by cars, that's like a sacrifice, man. Like I said, Esau be doing all kinds of witchcraft, at those types of times, right? And your sacrifices that you got there, and your children get killed. That's all part of that, man. Okay, like I said, there's demons and spirits moving around, causing shit to happen, man, and children's lives that, you know, disappear, get snuffed out, you know. It's just all part of the sacrifice, and you're just a willing participant in that, you know. So you're not blameless, you know, because you should have known better. All right. Anyway, it says that, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood. They were defiled with their own works and went a whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of the Lord kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance, man. Right. So like I said, everything that we're doing is similar to what, you know, our people were doing back then, man. And all it was doing was pissing off the Most High, and, you know, eventually the Lord, you know, destroyed us, man. He put us into captivity on these, you know, under these different nations, man. Where we are today, even, right? We're still in captivity, right? But eventually, you know, these wicked of our people, man, they're gonna be destroyed, man. Because they got involved with shit they shouldn't have done. You know? We're gonna close up with this, right? It's Ezekiel 20. Yeah, verse 7, right? 20 and 7. So then said I unto them, cast ye away every man the abominations of his eyes, and defile not yourself with the idols of Egypt. I am the Lord your power. Right? So we're meant to, you know, cast away these things that taint us, right? That are associated with all these idols. Okay, but Jay just seems to be on partying and bullshitting, man. They don't care about what they're supposed to be doing or not supposed to be doing. Okay, but we're meant to be casting, you know, away these things so we can get right with the Lord. So that we can be delivered, man. Right, but like I said, our people are just not interested, man. They'd rather go out there, have a party, potentially get, you know, crushed up or whatever, get knocked down. You know, they think it's all harmless fun, but hey, when the judgment comes, man, okay, it ain't gonna be harmless fun then. Okay, you're gonna have to pay for your actions. Okay, the fact that you didn't repent, the fact that you didn't cast away these things. Okay, that you had the love of the world in you. You know. But like every action has a reaction, man, and the judgment is coming. All right. This is verse 8. But they rebelled against me and would not hearken unto me. They did not every man cast away the abomination of their eyes. Right. Neither did they forsake the idols of Egypt. Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them to accomplish my anger against them in the midst of the land of Egypt. Okay, and the Lord's going to do this again. All right. So, you know, with that, I'm going to say shalom. Lord, this is edifying. And I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next one. So, next time I say shalom.